super proud to present these students to you tonight. They've been working tirelessly for the last several months, and I think that you will see the fruits of their labor today has really paid off. These kids have been absolutely amazing in rehearsals, dedicated to their craft, and I am very excited to see what the future holds for some of our younger students as we say goodbye to our older students this evening. I would like to take a moment to thank a few people. First of all, Central Administration, Dr. Kathy Stickney, and Principal John Swain and Assistant Principal Chris Berry have been super supportive of this program right from the start, and I'm so happy to have Mr. Swain with us in the audience tonight supporting these kids. I'm going to pause for one quick second. Scotty, can you turn the wall wash on, please? Thank you. Sorry about that, folks. I'd also like to thank Jay, Mike, Bob, and Kevin. They're our custodial and maintenance staff here at Northbridge Middle, the day crew and the evening crew. None of this truly would be possible without any of them. They're in here fixing seats, changing lights, emptying trash cans, helping me move things in the wee hours of the late to early afternoon, making sure that this auditorium is prepped and climate controlled and safe for everyone, for our students and for you guys, making sure that everything's all set. So if you see one of them, please thank them. I'd also like to thank Larry Verrier for coming back to me many times. He's in the back with one of our 8th graders working on the microphones tonight. Ashley Bloom, who's been tirelessly working with me for the last month or so, getting these kids stage ready. A few parents that I'll save for later. I'd also like to thank Girl Scout Troop 11127, who is here tonight out in the lobby selling hugs and kisses, which is something that you guys can purchase for $1 to send a little message to your loved one backstage. And we'll get them to those by the end of the night tonight. Those of you who purchased hugs and kisses yesterday, the kids will get those tonight as well. They got to see all of them this afternoon when they got here before lunch, but they'll all go home with them this afternoon. And I'd also like to thank the Northbridge High School Broadcast TV for coming tonight to film this for us so that we can get a nice DVD put together for the kids who are in the show and get that off to the families, because I know you've been asking. So, without any further ado, I present to you the Northbridge Middle School drama production of Annie.
She's keeping me awake, ain't she?
No, you're keeping us awake.
You want to make something out of it?
I'm gonna make a pancake out of you.
Oh my goodness, oh my goodness. You're fighting and we'll get no sleep all night. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness.
Pipe down, all of ya. Go back to sleep. be a dream, honey. You gotta go back to sleep. It's after 3 o'clock.
Annie, read me a note.
Again?
Please.
Sure, Molly. Please take good care of our little darling. Her name is Annie.
She was born on October 28th. We will be back together soon.
We've left half a silver locket around her neck and kept the other half, so that when we come back for her, you'll know that she's our baby. Oh my goodness, now they're laughing.
All right, do you want to sleep with your teeth inside your mouth or out?
Gee, I dream about having a mother and father again, but you're lucky. You really got them.
I know. Somewhere. Far away, or maybe real nearby. He may be pouring her coffee. She may be straightening his tie. In a house all hidden by a hill. She sits playing piano. He's sitting in a pill. Bet you they're young. Bet you they're smart. Bet they coalescing like ashtrays in art. Bet you they're good. Why shouldn't they be? They wanna say or give it up me. So maybe now it's time, and maybe when I wake, they'll be there calling me baby. Maybe he reads, maybe she sews, maybe she's made me a closet of clothes. Maybe they're straight as a line. Don't really care as long as they're mine. So maybe now this prayer's the last one of its kind. Won't you please come get your baby?
Now watch.
Annie, what you doing?
Running away.
Oh my goodness.
My folks are never coming for me. I gotta go find them.
Annie, you're crazy. This tail's gonna catch you.
Give you the paddle.
I don't care. I'm getting out of here. Okay. I'm ready. Wish me luck.
Bye, Annie. So long, Dumbbell, and good luck. Aha! Got you. Get up. Turn around. I said turn around. There. Now what do you say? What do you say?
I love you, Miss Hannigan.
Rotten orphan.
I'm not an orphan. My mother and father left a note saying they loved me and they were coming back for me.
That was 19 Chrysler building.
But it's 4 o'clock in the morning!
Get to work. Yes, Miss Hannigan. Now, right, any kid would want to be an orphan. I'll never know. It's the hard knock life for us. It's the hard knock life for us.
Instead of treated,
We get tricked.
instead of kisses, we get kicked. It's the hard knock life.
Got no folks to speak of, so it's the hard knock row. We owe
Cotton blankets,
instead of wool.
empty bellies, instead of full. It's the hard knock life. Don't it feel like the wind is always howling?
Once a day, don't you want to throw the towel in? It's easier than putting out a fight.
No one's there when you're treated like a creepy.
No one cares if you grow or if you shrink. No one's there when your eyes get wet and you see. From the crying, you think this place is sing. Oh, happy belly life. Fine Sally life. Full of sorrow life. No tomorrow life.
Santa Claus we never see.
Santa Claus was that who's he? No one cares for you, a snitch. When you're in and orphanage, it's the hard knock life. You'll stay up till this sun shines like the top of the Chrysler building. Yank the whiskers from her chin. Jab her with the safety pin. Make her drink a Mickey fin. I love you again and again. Get to work. Strip them back. I said, get to work. It's the hard knock life for us. Merry Christmas for us. Merry Christmas for you, us, when you're in an orphanage. It's the hard knock life. It's the hard knock life. It's the hard knock life. Good morning, Miss Hannigan. Well, I love you, Miss Hannigan.
I love you, Miss Hannigan.
You, what are you doing in there?
Nothing.
Get her out of there. Your days are numbered. Okay, breakfast. Hot mush? Yuck! Oh no, not hot mush. Yes! Cold mush. And after your mush, you can go to your sewing machines. There's an order of dresses to finish, even if you have to work straight through till midnight. Yes, Miss Hannigan. Now line up. Laundry, laundryman. Morning, bundles.
Morning, kids. Clean sheets once a month, whether you need them or not. Hey, Abby. How's the pretty scout south of 14th Street?
Bundles, get out of here with that laundry.
So long, gorgeous, and Merry Christmas.
You call this floor clean, Annie? This place is a pigsty. Annie? Annie? Annie ain't here. What do you mean Annie ain't here?
She went with Mr. Fun.
In the laundry bag. Police! Police!
No more hard knock life for Annie. Lucky duck, she got away.
But we're gonna have to pay. Gonna get our faces slapped. Gonna get our 2 for a nickel.
Excuse me, sir, but could you donate an apple to the orphans picnic?
Why not? Nobody's buying them anyway.
Gee, thanks, mister.
Say, kid, when is this orphan's picnic?
Soon as I take a bite.
You see any stray ones around here?
No, sir.
Good. They must be running wild over to Ash's place.
Hey, look, there's one they didn't get. They're after you, ain't they? Well, they're after me, too. But I ain't gonna let them get to you or me. Everything's gonna be fine for the both of us. If not today, well, We're bums.
Kind of mangy mutt with her too, but he got away.
Oh, poor pumpkin out in the freezing cold with just that thin sweater. I hope he didn't catch influenza. Thank you so much, officer.
All men of duty. And you, don't ever let me hear that you run away from this nice lady again. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, officer. Next time you walk out that door, it'll be 1953. Well, are you glad to be back?
Yes, Miss Hannigan.
Liar. What's the one thing I always taught you? Never tell a lie.
Good afternoon, Miss Hannigan.
Yes.
I'm Grace Farrell, Private Secretary to Oliver Warbucks.
The Oliver Warbucks? The millionaire?
Mr. Warbucks would like to invite the child to spend the Christmas holidays at his home.
Well, what sort of orphan did he have in mind?
Well, she should be friendly and intelligent.
Mississippi, capital M-I-double-S-I, double S-I, double P-I. Mississippi.
And
Shut up. And how old?
oh, age doesn't really matter. Say 8 or 9, 10, 11. Yes, 11 would be perfect. And oh, I almost forgot. Mr. Warbucks prefers curly-headed children.
11. Curly hair. I'm sorry, we don't have any children like that here.
How about this child right here?
Oh, Annie? Oh, no, you don't want Annie.
Annie, would you like to spend the next 2 weeks at Mr. Warbucks' home?
I would love to.
Oh, no, you can have any orphan here, but not Annie.
Perhaps I should call the Board of Orphans and...
If it's Annie you want, it's Annie you'll get.
It's Annie I want.
Oh, boy.
Now, if you'll get her coat, I'll take her along right now.
You don't have no coat?
Then we'll buy her one.
Oh, boy.
Come along, Annie. Mr. Warbucks' limousine is outside.
Oh, boy. I can hardly believe it. Hey, kids. I'm getting out of here for Christmas. All right, ya.
Bye!
She can hardly believe it. Someday I'll land in a nut house with all the nuts in the squirrels. They're all safe, tucked away till the prohibition of freedom.
Good afternoon, Drake. Everyone?
Good
Afternoon, miss.
Has Mr. Warbucks arrived yet?
No, miss, we're expecting him any minute.
Do you really live here? Or is this a train station?
We really live here. Now, would you all come here for a moment, please?
Quickly, everyone.
This is Annie. She'll be spending the Christmas holidays with us. Annie, this is everyone.
Hi, everyone.
May I take your coat, miss?
Will I get it back?
Of course, dear. Now, what would you like to do first?
The floors. I'll scrub them first, then I'll get to the windows.
Annie, you won't have to do any cleaning. You're our guest. And now, for the next 2 weeks, you're going to have a swell time. Now, Sissy will pick out all your clothes.
Green is her best color. No, blue, I think.
Your bath is drawn by Mrs. Greer.
So, know the bubbles, I think.
A net comes in to make your bed.
Silk? No, satin, I think.
I think I'm gonna like it here.
When you wait, Drake for Drake, Drake will bring your tray. When you're through, Mrs. Pew comes to take you away. No need to pick up any toy.
Oh, that's okay. I haven't got any anyway.
No finger will you lift, my dear. We have no worry when we put us through the test.
I know I'm gonna like it here. Used to room in a tube where I'd sit and freeze. Get me now, holy cow. Could someone pinch me, please?
Ow! She didn't mean it. We've never had a little girl. We've never had a little girl.
I'm very glad to volunteer.
We hope you understand. Your wishes are coming. Now you're gonna like it here. Welcome.
Where is everybody? Hello, everyone.
Sir. Welcome home, Mr. Warbucks.
It's good to be home.
How'd your flight from Chicago?
Not bad, only 11 hours. Grace,
Yes, sir.
messages?
President Roosevelt wants you to call him at the White House.
I'll get back to him tomorrow.
Mr. Warbucks.
All right, good to see you all again.
Sir.
Drake, dismiss the staff. And Grace, if you'll get your notebook. Who is that?
This is Annie, Mr. Warbucks, the orphan that will be spending Christmas with us.
That's not a boy. Orphans are boys!
I'm sorry, sir. You only said orphan, so I chose a girl.
Fine, I suppose she'll have to do. Annie, huh? Annie what?
Oh, I'm just Annie, Mr. Warbucks, sir. I haven't got any last name. I'm sorry I'm not a boy.
Not at all, I couldn't be happier. Grace, we'll start with the figures on the iron ore shipments from Toledo to... What are we supposed to do with this child?
Well, it is her first night here.
Annie! I guess we have to do something special here on your first night. Would you like to go to a movie?
Gee, Mr. Warbucks, I've never been to one.
Then you'll go to the Roxy, and then an ice cream soda at Rumpelmayer's, and a handsome cab ride around Central Park.
Oh, boy.
Grace, forget about the dictation for tonight. Instead, you take Annie to the movies.
Yes, sir.
Aw, jeez.
Something the matter, Annie?
It's just that, well, I thought you were going to take me to the movies.
Oh no, I'm afraid I'll be far too busy tonight.
Ah, gee.
Now Annie, I've just been away for 6 weeks, and when a man is running a multi-billion-dollar corporation...
Sure, Mr. Warbucks. That's okay. I understand.
Drake,
Yes, sir?
get our coats.
Ah, gee.
Grace, you'll come too, of course.
Yes, sir.
Where will you be wanting, sir?
The Duesenberg. No, wait! This child's been cooped up in an orphanage. We'll walk.
Walk to the Roxy?
Why not? It's only 45 blocks.
Yes, sir.
Ah, smell those bus fumes. There's no air like the air of New York City. Come on, you slowpokes. We gotta get to the Roxy before the prices change. the drive. NYC. You might say that I'm square, but wow, I come alive. The city's bright as a penny arcade. It blinks, it tilts, it rains.
Think that I've lived here all of my life and never seen these things.
NYC. The whole world keeps coming. By bus, by train. You can't explain there yet. For
NYC. Just got here this morning. $3, 2 bags, 1 me. NYC. I can use their warning. Up there in light, I'll be.
go ask the Gershwins of Huffington Heart, the place they love the best. The California taste big for their heart, their red milk cups addressed to NYC. Tomorrow a penthouse, that's way up high.
Tonight, the why not? It's NYC.
NYC, you're standing room only. You can, you're still the champ. Amen. For NYC.
Keep it down out there.
Immediate seating. There is immediate seating.
Popcorn. What do you say to some popcorn? I haven't had popcorn since. You've been my good girl, good time, and
Once again, we bring you the romance of Helen Trent, who sets out to prove that just because a woman is 35 or more, romance in life need not be over.
God, I hope not.
Good afternoon, Miss Henkin.
What's the matter? Warbucks fed up with Annie already?
On the contrary, these need to be signed and brought back to the Board of Orphans no later than 10 o'clock tomorrow.
What for?
Mr. Warbucks has been so taken with Annie, he's chosen to adopt her.
Annie? The daughter of a millionaire?
The daughter of a millionaire.
Would you please excuse me for 1 minute? It's not fair. It's not fair. Got any more wonderful news?
Merry Christmas, Miss Hannigan.
Oops, pardon me, Blondie. Hi, sis. Long time no see.
Rooster? They finally let you out of prison? Who are you in for this time?
Oh, some old geezer said I swindled him out of $1,100.
Why'd you say that?
Because the rooster swindled him out of 1,100 bucks.
Sis, I'd like you to meet a friend of mine from...
Jersey City!
Rooster, do me a favor. Get out.
So, who is that Blondie I bumped into when I came in? Looked like she had a couple of dollars.
She works for Oliver Warbucks. See, Oliver Warbucks? Annie, an orphan from here, is getting adopted by him. Right, orphan.
Yeah, living in a lap of luxury while the two handicap kids ended up on the skids. It ain't fair how we scrounge for $3 or $4, while she gets $4.
The little brat. It ain't fair, this here life is driving me nuts. While we get peanuts, she's living fat. Maybe she holds the key, that little lady, to getting more bucks.
Instead of less, maybe we fix the game with something shady.
With us that court us.
Give you one guess.
Yes! Easy Street. Easy Street. Annie is the peace. Yes, sirree, yes, sirree, yes, sirree, yeah! Easy Street. Easy Street. That's where we're gonna be.
Yes? Yes, Mr. President. No, I'm not asking for your help, but I'm telling you that there's something we have to do about it. Alright, we'll talk about it on Friday. Listen, Mr. President, why don't we bury the hatchet and you and Mrs. Roosevelt come over for Christmas supper? You will? Wonderful. Goodbye, Mr. President. Grace, find out what Democrats eat.
Yes, sir.
A package from Tiffany's?
Arrived yesterday.
Fine. I want to give it to her and tell her I went with Doctor.
She'll be the happiest little girl in the world.
Get her down here.
Yes, sir.
Hello.
Annie, could we have a man-to-man talk?
You're sending me back to the orphanage, right?
No, of course not. Annie, I was born into a very poor family, and both of my parents died before I was 10. So I made a promise to myself that someday I was going to be rich. Very rich.
That was a good idea.
But I've lately realized something. No matter how much money you have, if you have no one to share your life with, if you're alone, then you may as well be broke. I was at Tiffany's the other day and picked this up for you.
For me? Hey, thanks, Mr. Warbucks. Oh, gee.
It's a silver locket, Annie. I noticed that old broken one you always wear. So I said to myself, I'm gonna get that kid a nice new locket. He will just take out the old one and...
No, I don't want a new one.
Annie, what is it?
This locket. My mom and dad gave it to me when they left me at the orphanage. And a note, too. They're coming back for me. I know I'm real lucky being here with you and all for Christmas, but one thing I want in all the world is to find my mother and father and be like other kids with folks of my own.
It'll be all right. I'll find them. I'll find your parents for you.
Mr. Warbucks will find your parents. He has to pull every political string there is to pull. If He has to put everyone in his organization on the job.
Up to and including the White House. Annie, give me your locket.
But, Mr. Warbucks.
I understand, but it could be our best clue. Let the FBI trace it and find out who bought it.
Okay. I guess they should have my note, too.
You watch, Annie. You may be meeting your mother and father within a couple days.
Really?
Really.
Oh boy, I gotta write a letter to the kids about this.
What a thing to occur, finding them, losing her. Though you won't be an orphan for
And pretty soon, everyone will go out looking for my folks. So we're gonna go on the radio and tell them. Just make sure you listen, okay? Now it's time that maybe when I wake, there'll be that Now this prince, the last one of its kind. Won't you please come get your baby,
Thank you, Annie, and welcome to America's favorite radio program, The Oxygen Hour Smile, starring our old softie, Bert Healy. And good evening, Oliver Warbucks. It's nice of you to drop by.
Good evening, Bert Healy. It's nice to be here.
Oliver Warbucks, I understand that you have something to tell the folks at home about little Annie here.
Yes, Bert Healy. I am now conducting a coast-to-coast nationwide search for Annie's parents. Furthermore, I'm offering a certified check for $50,000 to any person who can prove that they are Annie's parents.
Wow.
To Annie's parents, if you're listening in, write to Oliver Warbucks, care of this station. Thank you, Oliver Warbucks.
Thank you, Bert Healy.
Well, I see by the old clock on the wall that another of our Thursday night get-togethers has come by faster than you can say oxygen. Yes, this is your old softie, Mr. Healy's boy Bert saying, until next week, same time, same station, good night.
Gee, Annie on the radio, coast to coast. She's famous.
Wish I was on the radio.
Me too. Who wants to be on the dumb old radio?
I do. For all the hours now, this is Bert Healy saying.
Princess Your Orphanage?
Yeah, what do you want?
Ma'am, was you working here 11 years ago?
Yeah.
Well, we had to leave our baby here on the front stoop.
Our little girl, our Annie.
Your Annie's parents? I can't believe it. Where you say you came from again?
Oh, just a little farm up in Canada. They got lots of chickens, ducks, geese, and roosters. Gotcha, sis. Fooled you, Aggie. We're go full Warbucks, too.
Rooster, I never would have known it was you in 100 years. How about I help you? If we get Annie, we can fool Warbucks just like that.
Get ourselves 50,000 big ones.
But we need your help for our details about Annie.
What's in it for me?
Two-way split?
Half.
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 Okay, 25 grand each. Get the kid. We also get the money. We get out.
But the kid's the problem. What will we do with her after?
No problem. When I want something to disappear, it disappears. For good. Get the money, you leave town, me and Lil will meet you.
Where? Oh, yeah.
Easy street, easy street. Annie is a yes, Annie, yes, Annie, yes, Annie. Easy street, easy street. That's where we're gonna be.
Well, Miss Farrell?
I'm sorry, Annie. I've spoken to more than 1,000 people claiming to be your parents. They were all fakes and liars.
Oh, gee.
Are you certain?
Yes, sir. None of them knew about the locket.
I was sure somebody was going to be my mother and father. Oh, gee.
Yeah,
Finally. Agent Gunderson located the manufacturer of Annie's locket in Utica, New York. Over 90,000 were made and sold.
Oh, gee.
Annie, I'm afraid the FBI doesn't think there's a chance in a million of tracing your parents through the locket. I'm sorry.
That's okay, Mr. Warbucks. You did your best. And anyways, I guess a kid can get along without folks. You didn't turn out so bad.
Grace,
yes, sir.
do you have those legal papers I gave you the other day?
Right here.
Thank you. Annie, I want to adopt you.
Adopt me?
Yes or no?
If I can't have my real mother and father, there's no one in the world I'd want for a father more than you, Mr. Warbucks.
Annie, this isn't just going to be more than adoption. It's going to be a celebration. You can have anybody in the world you want come to it. Now, who would you like?
Well, I guess I'd like Miss Farrell here, and Mr. Drake, and Mrs. Pugh, and well, everybody here.
Drake,
Yes, sir.
tell the staff to get spiffed up. They're going to be our guests at Annie's adoption party.
Yes, sir.
Oh, Oh, and the kids.
It'll be way past their bedtime now. But I'll tell you what. We'll have everyone here from the orphanage tomorrow morning for a big Christmas party.
Miss Hannigan, too?
Why not? Annie, I'm the luckiest man in the world.
And I'm the luckiest kid.
Together at last, together forever. We're tying a knot
They never can sever.
I don't need sunshine now to turn my skies to. I don't need anything.
But you. Yesterday was plain awful.
You could say that again.
Yesterday was plain awful.
But that's
Not now.
that's it.
Poor as a mouse.
Richer than mice. But nothing on earth could ever divide us. And if tomorrow I'm an apple seller too, I don't need anything, anything, anything. I don't need anything but you.
Ralph and Shirley Mudge.
Excuse us, folks. Shirley, look, it's our Annie.
Who are you?
Honey, we're your mom and dad.
What?
Oh, Ralph's name, Ralph Munch, and here's some light, Shirley.
And you're Annie Mudge.
Annie, Mudge?
We loved you, Annie, but we had to leave you behind.
When we left Annie at the orphanage, we left half a silver locket with her. We kept the other half. Yes, it fits perfectly.
Oh, thank God, Ralph, she's our Annie. We've seen many people who...
Well, I expect you'll be wanting proof of who we are. Here's our driver's license and Annie's birth certificate.
Baby girl Anna Elizabeth Mudge, born to Ralph and Shirley Mudge. New York, New York, October 28th, 1952.
October 28th. That's my birthday.
Mr. Mudge, what about the money?
Well, we ain't got much, but we'd be glad to give you whatever.
You haven't heard that I've offered a certified check for $50,000 to any person who can prove that they're Annie's parents?
No, sir. Anyway, we don't want no money.
On the other hand, Ralph, remember that pig farm out in New Jersey? With $50,000, we could afford to bring Annie up right in the country.
Would you mind if Annie stayed here until tomorrow morning, Christmas? Then you could pick her up.
Whatever you prefer, sir.
Bye, Annie, love.
Until tomorrow, honey, then you'll be spending the rest of your life with us. Oops, pardon me, Blondie.
Well, this is
Wonderful news.
drink, champagne. We must celebrate, because we've just had the most wonderful news. Annie has found her mother and father. I propose a toast to Annie Mudge.
To Annie Mudge. Annie, wait!
I've lost her. I've lost Annie.
Mr. Warbucks, I have the strangest feeling I've seen that Mr. Mudge before, and that he's not who he says he is.
And I won't give her up till we're certain.
But how?
I'll find a way. I'll go straight to the top, to the President of the United States, even if he's a Democrat.
You're up early too.
We've been up all night, dear. FBI men coming and going. Annie, did you know the President of the United States is here?
Really?
Mr. President?
Merry Christmas, President Roosevelt.
Merry Christmas, Annie. Annie, early this morning, FBI Director Hoover telephoned me with some very sad news. He succeeded in tracing the identity of your parents.
Yes, Mr. and Mrs. Mudge.
No, dear. David and Margaret Bennett.
But
Annie?
Annie, your mother and father passed away a long time ago.
you mean I'm an orphan after all?
Are you all right, Annie?
Yes, because I know they love me. They would have come for me if they weren't.
I love you, Annie Bennett.
And I love you too. Now, who the heck are Ralph and Shirley Mudge?
Well, the birth certificate could have easily been forged, but nobody knew about the locket but us.
And the FBI, of course.
And Miss Hannigan.
And
Miss Hannigan! And the children from the orphanage.
Hi, kids!
Annie! Hi, Annie!
Ah, Miss Hannigan, I'm delighted to meet you.
Same here, and I'd know you anywhere.
Miss Hannigan, let me introduce you to everyone. You know my personal secretary, Miss Farrell. That's the President of the United States. Over there is my butler, Drake.
Oh, look, kids! There's presents here for all of us!
Josh came from the FBI.
Now it all fits together.
Mudge.
Good morning.
Merry Christmas, one and all. Merry Christmas.
We came to pick up Annie and the check.
Ah, yes, of course. Check. Here it is, Mr. Mudge. $50,000 certified.
Certified. The jig is up.
Yes, the jig is up. Daniel Francis Hannigan, also known as...
Also known as Rooster Hip. Also known as Danny the Dip. Louis, turn them over.
Deck the halls with boughs of holly, fa la 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 la, la la la. 'Tis the season to be jolly, fa la 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 la. Which?
And I believe you'll find that this woman is their accomplice.
But I've never seen these people till yesterday.
Come off it, Aggie.
Oh, Annie, tell them how good and nice I always was to you, please, please, please.
Gee, I'm sorry, Miss Hannigan. But remember the one thing you always taught me? Never tell a lie.
Brat.
Miss Hannigan is gone for good!
And you kids won't have to work anymore.
Yes, girls, perhaps for all of us. This Christmas is the beginning of a wonderful new life, a new deal. Hey, I rather like that, a new deal.
So do I, Franklin. A new deal. The sun come out tomorrow. Bet your bottom dollar that tomorrow there'll be sun.
Just thinking about tomorrow. Please lay the cobwebs and the sorrow till there's none. Stuck in the day that's gray and lonely. I just pick up my chin and grin and
It is very trying. We have rehearsal. When I want to scream and cry and claw my eyes out, we have rehearsal. Thank you all so very much to the parents especially for sharing the arts with your children and allowing for them to come spend so much of their day and their lives with me, because believe me, they share their lives with me. Before I go any further, I want to make sure that we acknowledge Scotty and Emily up in the top running the lights tonight. All by themselves. There is no adults up there. They're doing it all on their own up there. All right, so every year I talk about the 8th graders, but before I talk about the 8th graders, I'd like to acknowledge some of the adults in my life, in our lives. So a couple of things. Ladies, can you bring those gift bags out here, please? Gift bags. Yep, bring it all. Thank you so much. This is Ashley, everybody. We're going to talk about her in a minute. I know, you lucky ducks, you guys got to hang out with what's that? Oh, thank you very much. Before I go any further, thank you very much for your generosity with the bake sale. Almost $400, guys. Thank you so much. All right, so some of these people, this is my very last show with me, and I'm very sad, and I've already done a little bit of begging and a little bit of pleading, and Jay's already signed on for another go for me. Brandon's already signed on for another go for me. Larry will do whatever I tell him. And Mrs. Briand, I'm working on. Keep your fingers crossed. Adam's gonna come back and do some community service with me, so he might just happen to bring his mom along. All right, so behind the scenes, the guy you never ever see because he's standing at a microphone table, switching microphones back and forth all night long because we have 8 of them. So as you can see, there are a lot more than 8 people on this stage. So Larry, who has done 11 shows with me, come on out and get this for me, Larry. Joining me for the first time this year, actually, is a new staff member here at Northbridge Middle School. He comes to us from Southbridge, where he was involved in the drama program there, and our kids know him as Mr. Rage. Not because he's angry. Not because he's angry, but because on the very first day he showed up at rehearsal, we did an improv exercise. And he came up and did this great emotional display for the kids. So they affectionately refer to him as Mr. Rage. But his name is Mike Salvestri, and we're thrilled to have him aboard. I want a reenactment later. He also mans the kids out there in the hallway. So if you couldn't hear any of them talking tonight, he's why. All right, Brandon. He didn't do it. It's always his fault. So this is Brandon. The kids know him as Mr. Fluffy. He's definitely a fan favorite around here. We love him very, very much.
I love you too.
Aw, thanks. We got a little something special for Fluff. Thanks, buddy. Come back and see us again soon. Mrs. Dansura, where are you at? All right, this is Kate Dansero. She's Hunter's mom. This is Kate's 8th show with me. Hunter's been in drama club since the 5th grade, and he's done 2 shows every year with us, and And Kate has always been a tremendous support for us here at rehearsals. She's great emotional support for me and for the kids when they're having trouble, when they're having a problem. When I say stop asking me questions, they go see Kate. She also helps me backstage a great deal, and I will miss her very, very much. And I hope that Hunter, too, will come back and do some community service with us and bring his mom. All right. I promise I don't have many left, and then I got to talk about the kids. Donna Briand. Sorry, because I'm not organized. All right, Donna Briand. Donna Briand is not only Adam's mother, but she's also my former student James's mother. And she has been with me since the very beginning. We're 12 shows in, Mrs. Briand. And 6 full years, 2 shows a year. And it's definitely not going to be the same without you, so we're going to just keep working on you. Donna handles all the props, all the costumes, all the ridiculous questions, my strange emails, lots of odd text messages. Sometimes she sends me crazy text messages, and I'm like, what is she even talking about? And then I remember we had a conversation a month before. So Donna, please don't go. All right, 2 more grown-ups and then the kids. All right, Mr. J. Little background on Mr. J. Mr. J and I have known each other since, I don't know, kindergarten, give or take. We both grew up here in the town of Northbridge. We take great pride in this building especially. We were rabble-rousers ourselves here and walked the halls and lots of places we should not have, which is why we always know where your kids are. Because if they're missing, we know how to find them. Mr. J also happens to be our sound guy, but he's also our backstage coordinator. So he assists the kids, and when I say he assists the kids, I mean exactly that. He assists them. He does not do, he teaches. He doesn't like to think he teaches, but he does. Teaches them how to paint, teaches them how to construct, teaches them how to make it nice and even and look pretty, teaches them how to measure things. So if they didn't learn how to do that in 6th grade math, don't worry, we have Mr. J. We're not in 6th grade yet, but he has so Mr. J, like I said, has agreed to stay along for, as he said, for as long as I need him, which will be till the end of time. And I wasn't quite sure what to get for Mr. J for a gift, but Mr. J happens to have a sweet tooth. So, Mr. J, this is a whole bag of candy. All right, and I have one more person I'd like to talk about before we move on to the kids. This is a young lady. She's not going to be expecting this coming at all. She's going to come out here. She's going to be a little embarrassed, but it's all right. I love her anyway. She loves me, and I know it. So this young lady did some community service with us this year, and she went so far above and beyond what is expected for community service here with the middle school drama program. She's a former drama student, but when I tell you that she's literally been directing these kids for the last month, she has. Because I've been, up in the booth working with Scott and Emily, and with the sound girls working on sound stuff, and with Mrs. Briand working on props and costumes, and the people with the White Christian School working on costumes, which I can't thank them enough either for these great dresses that they provided for the orphans tonight. She is a pretty amazing lady, and she's one of my 8th graders who I had from 5th grade through 8th grade, who's now at the high school, and I miss her dearly, and I'm always happy to see her, and I love more than anything in this world, really, than the smile on her face when she comes through the door and says hello. So, Ashley Bloom, your student director. All right, I know mums and dads are ready to go. Grammies and grandpas are ready to go. So I'm gonna keep the kids short and sweet because I know a couple of them have something that they'd like to say as well. Hopefully not every single one of them because that's a lot of people. All right, joining us for the very first time this year is a young lady who joined Drama Club this year with her little sister. She's in the 8th grade, her little sister's in the 5th grade, and they very much wanted to do something together here in their time in Northbridge Middle School, and they thought, hey, let's try drama. And I said, awesome, because they've been fantastic. One of those kiddos sits right there at the sound table. She's in the 5th grade. She sits there with Mr. Larry. Her name's Sarah, and her name's Emily. But the 8th grader I'd like to recognize tonight, somebody who has never touched a piece of sound equipment in her entire life, ever, and picked it up so quickly that, too, I am very sad to see her go, and I hope that she, too, comes back, and I know Larry shares that sentiment. This is Sarah Wildfewer. All right, Emily O'Bannon, are you down here? She's way up there. Come on down here, Emily. Emily O'Bannon has also been with me since the beginning, since she was in the 5th grade. She's done 4 shows with me. No, I lied, that's 8 shows. She's done 8 shows with me. She's been a crew kid. The very first show she did with me, and I actually heard the song on the radio yesterday, and I started to cry a little bit, and it was kind of weird, because it's Call Me Maybe. You know that song, Call Me Maybe? We did a Saturday Night Live show, and Carly Rae Jepsen was our musical guest, and Miss Emily was a phone. And it was great. She was a phone, and I knew right from the start that she was one of those girls that I could lean on, count on, and when I look at her and say, Emily, can I throw this box over the top of you and just, like, dance across the stage? She's like, okay. It's all good. So this is Emily O'Bannon. All right, Madison Skehan. Madison, too, has been with me for a very long time, 8 shows. And she brings friends with her from the 7th grade, which I'm thrilled. So I know she'll be back to see me next year to help get those 7th graders through the 8th grade age. And I'm very proud of the young lady that she has become. When she first came, she was the quietest little thing ever. I didn't even think she knew how to speak. And now I see her, get the pleasure of seeing her almost every single day in the hallway, and I'm thrilled to say good morning to her every day. And I, too, will miss her very much, but I will see you on Monday morning. So close. Chloe. Chloe from bottom. All right, this is Chloe. Chloe I call my spring musical girl. Chloe's the sweetest girl you'll ever meet. She's super nice, very kind, and she always auditions for the meanest person in the show. She's been a conehead. She has. In our Saturday Night Live. She has been a duckling in Honk. She a very cute duckling, very cute. She has been the very mean Queen of Hearts. And tonight she is your Miss Hannigan. I don't know where she hides all that meanness, but I'm glad she brings it to our stage. Please come back and join us again, Chloe. So close. Okay, Cora. Cora, once again, she's another one of my 8-show veterans. She has done it all. I put her in crazy outfits, crazy costumes. I send her back to the 1910s, have her play really odd piano music. dance around like she never thought she would. There was a little kung fu fighting at one point or another. Cora, again, is one of those kids who is very, very quiet, but she puts her heart and soul into this program, and she comes from a really good family who teaches her right from wrong, keeps that moral compass pointing north, and she always speaks up for those who are a little more timid and might not speak up for themselves. She doesn't know it, but I like to kind of think of her as the mama of our drama crew. She's a drama mama. She doesn't know it yet, but she's a drama mama. She's got this in her future, and one day I expect she's going to be standing right here saying these words to another student, because she definitely has the potential to do that. So, Cora. Okay, Abby Lamont. We're almost done. I know, moms and dads are like, okay. All right, Abby, 2, has been with me since the beginning. She too, she was a duckling. No. Lying. She was a swan. She was not a duckling. She was a swan. I lied. She also was a conehead. See, I gotta take the microphone away and go. She's a conehead. Hunter played her boyfriend, who was not a conehead. That was interesting. There was lots of that. Ooh. Ah. They were in the 5th grade. It was weird. Abby is one of those girls who never asks for a big role. Never says, that's me, I want to be on the stage in front of everybody with the solo, with the most lines. She's not the kid who sits there with the script and counts her lines. She's never the kid that complains about her part. She is, however, one of the glues that holds the ensemble cast together. She too is a drama mama, because when it comes to ensemble casts, you need strong leaders in those groups or they fail. I'm a firm believer in that. So Abby, I too believe that you will be standing in my shoes at one point or another, and you will be the one who looks at your students and says, it's not about the lead role, it's about your heart and soul in the show. No small parts. The best of small parts. Okay. Callie Heffernan. Kelly's your Annie. So I first met Kelly at the Whiten Community Center, of all places. Over the summer there, I teach some camps from time to time, and it happened to be a year that I taught the Lights, Camera, Action Camp. And Kelly walked through the door, this very, very cute little 6th grade girl. And I was like, wow, Kelly, where have you been all my life? Like, what the heck? Why are you not? I said, you go to Northbridge Middle School? I don't even know you. Who are you? And she said, yeah, Miss Benoit, I go to Northbridge Middle School. And her nicest to be this little voice. She's nice and sweet like that. And I said, Kelly, why have you not joined drama club? And she says, well, I don't know. I have this and I have that. And I said, well, you know, girl, clear your schedule and make some room, because you have potential to be something wonderful. And as you see tonight, she is in fact something wonderful. She is definitely the calm in my storm when I'm feeling crazy, when I'm feeling a little ridiculous. Some people say, what would Jesus do? And this is not, I'm not even kidding. There are times when I say, what would Kelly Heffernan say? Not even kidding. Because she's kind. And that is the thing that I want you to know the most about Kelly, is that she is kind. And she is beautiful. She is wonderful. And all of those many things. And I wish you the best wherever you go. And you too, come on back and see us, because someday I'm going to be able to watch the TV and say, I knew that girl, I taught that girl, and I am so very proud. All right. A couple more, and these are the hard ones. Lauren Barrows. This is Lauren. Lauren, too, has been with me since she was in the 5th grade. And I'd like to just say that when Lauren was very young, not that she's much older now, but that when Lauren was very young, she was 10 years old, coming through the door like these little ladies over here, she was a diva. She came in, she had the answer to everything. She came in with some girlfriends, and she was like, woo, drama's my life, I love this. She's like, you do this, you stand here, you go over there, and I'd say, Lauren, who's in charge? You are, Miss Benoit. I said, okay. Over the years, Lauren has matured in such a great way, and of that, I am the most proud of her. Because instead of her telling kids what to do, she helps kids learn what to do. Helps them learn how to behave, because she's been there. She's helped them learn how to work through conflict, which is the thing I'm most proud of her for, because she's been there. She's been the odd man out, and she's taught them how to not be the odd man out. She's been the one on top, and she's taught them how to be gracious. So my Grace Farrell, my Lauren Barrows, I'm very proud of you. All right, 2 more. All right, Adam. All right, so as I mentioned before, Adam has a brother, James. James has always been my funny man. James was my funny man. He's my, I say all the time, James is my Will Ferrell. Okay? James is my Will Ferrell, but Adam is one of the reasons that I come back to this every year. When I'm ready to hang my hat and I say, maybe this will be my last year, I think of Adam. And I think, I can't go yet. Adam's not in the 8th grade. I can't go yet. Adam will be just so disappointed. Well, Adam is definitely one of the many reasons why I come here every day. And he too works so hard. And, you know, he's had to share some roles over the years. You know, he hasn't always gotten the lead, though it's hard. You know, when you only have a couple boys, as you see, there are just a couple of them. When you only have a couple boys, you would think they'd fight for parts, they'd fight for leads. Oh no, I didn't get it. Adam is the most gracious person. I walk into the cafeteria the day that the cast list is posted, and I just kind of walk through casually, and Adam's the first one standing there, congratulating everyone. Oh, that's such a great role for you. Congratulations, I'm so proud of you. These are things that Adam says on a regular basis, not just on the day that things get posted, lists get posted. I hear him all the time saying, that's great, good for you. I'm so proud of you. Wow, that's amazing. And that I'm thrilled for Adam. And I don't know if, if that came from mom and dad, I hope it did. But it's definitely welcome around here because he too has shown our younger ones how to be gracious, how to accept a part that maybe was not the one that they were going for, how to accept it with grace and poise and like a gentleman, like he always is. So thank you, Adam.
Yeah, but I'd like to say first that
I got one more.
I've came here and I was like, what is this? What do I do? And my brother taught me the way, other people taught me the way, and I'm proud to say that I've made a bond here, and I've known people here, and I'm very thankful for that.
Once again, giving credit to others, because his name's Adam Brand, and that's what he does. All right, last one. So last night I went home, and I posted up on our Facebook page, our event page, "Wow, that was an amazing show. I cannot wait for tonight." The first response was from this young man, and it said, "I can." And I said, "Oh no." And it had those little broken heart emoticons and those little crying face emoticons. And I posted back on there to him, "Every end of something is the beginning of something new," which I wholeheartedly believe. Hunter Dancero came to me as this 5th grade boy on the spectrum, nervous Nelly, would not speak, came in and I'm like, how is this gonna work? I can't get him to tell me his name. First show, threw up in the parking lot right before he hit the stage. Second show, took a pie in the face on stage. He's been a conehead boyfriend. He's been Ozzy. That was a great Celebrity Jeopardy. That's really great. Hunter definitely takes me on the crazy train, for sure. He has become a Project 351 ambassador. He is a Boy Scout. He is everything that Northbridge Middle School is. He's active, he's bright, he's loving and caring and kind, and he is my friend. All right, so these are your kids, and I love them, and I thank you very much for sharing them with me. I know the 8th graders have a couple things they want to say. They're going to keep it short. Notice there's no crying. Okay. All right. They're not going to be blubbering, I promise. Right? No blubbering. They're going to come up. They have a few things they want to say because, well, apparently they love me too. It's okay. Here we go. Ab.
So I've been in drama since 5th grade, and I just wanted to say thank you for all the years and memories that we had together with like all these people and Ms. Benoit and everyone else here. I'm so upset that this is my last year. As I said, I met so many great friends, and I will miss them so much. And without drama club, I think I would be lost through middle school. So overall, I just want to say thank you to everyone, and I like literally love you all, and I just want to come back every year to visit you, and I promise I'll try my best.
Hi, I'm Lauren. I've been in drama all 4 years, and I couldn't be more happy with the friendships I've made and the people I've gotten to know and work with. One thing that really brings us all together is that we work as one. We treat each other as if they were our true family. Miss Benoit is always there for me and always there to talk to. She's kind, comforting, supportive, and so much more. I'm extremely grateful to have Miss Benoit as my director for all these years, and I'm so sad that I'm going to be leaving her. All the moments I have at drama will be in my heart forever. I will miss you, and I hope to be
I just wanted to say really quickly that I've been in a lot of shows at a lot of different places with many different directors, but Mrs. Benoit is the kindest and most motivational director I've ever had in my whole life.
I'm sorry, you all probably really want to leave right now. The first rehearsal, I said to my mom, like, no way, we're never going to pull this off. And through tons of hard work, we did. And I'm really thankful for Miss Benoit. She's brought a lot of us together, and we all love her so much.
I say the same thing if it makes her feel any better. We're never gonna get this through. Okay, I have one last thing before we go. And then I promise I'll give you your kids. All right, so A couple of years ago, I had a student that I said, wow, this kid's pretty amazing. I became very proud of him, and I'm very, very proud of the young man that he has become. He's now over at the high school and doing everything. He's in the band, he's in a cappella, he's in all these millions of things. And I always said, boy, he's courageous. So this year, for the first time, I want to give out a Courage Award, because we have a young man amongst our cast who faces every day with adversity. We have grown to love him very, very much. His mom thanks me constantly, continuously, all the time. She says, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for making him feel welcome, thank you for making him happy. And I always say, we wouldn't have it any other way, because it's who we are. It's who we are. We love him for exactly who he is, but we also know that it's incredibly difficult, that when life throws you a curveball and you need to learn to live with it, this young man lives through it every day. He hears things in the hallway that aren't always the kindest things, but then he comes here, and I hope that we encourage him, and I hope that we tell him constantly that we love him exactly the way he is, because we do very, very much. So I would like to present this year's Courage Award for showing up on this stage every day through adversity to Josh H.U. I look forward to many, many more years with him. All right, Scotty, you can hit those house lights for me. Oh, he might not be up.
No, Scotty's not gonna get the house lights. Okay, so I need you to kind of stand over here and face me. Yeah. I've been here 6 years and it's coming to an end. So Jay and Larry, Fluffy, everyone, we thought we needed to do something special. So we thought, what can we do? And we came up with this.